That's the only time it ever happened.
Alrighty. So, last time you guys made your way into the tower, stumbled your way into a large chamber that, well, the map title, Feast Chamber, pretty much summed all that up without going into gruesome details. And then you guys woke up Jubilex, who was sleeping away in his puddle of ooze. He brought in a whole bunch of reinforcement who fell from the ceiling. You guys have taken most of those out, and Jubilex has started popping around and pummeling you guys physically instead of simply hurling his energies at you. It is Emesua's turn.
Okay, I'm just bringing up her sheet now. See what I can do. Since I can't teleport away.
Depending on just how far Jubilex's reach is, you could draw.
Yeah, I might just have to whack at him. Okay. Hopefully he's not immune to piercing.
By way of summary of current situation, Alia's at 80 of 180 hit points. Emesu is fine. Well, I say fine. She's about 2/3, but she knows that if Jubilex lands a hit on her, her regeneration is going out. Speaking of which, right now she can actually regenerate 5.
Okay, I just need to see what her acrobatics is like. She doesn't have it, so that's a no-go.
Aishlin's armor has been badly broken, but is still holding onto her body. Her AC is reduced by 4. Varg is he's holding in there right now. Oh, right, he did receive that little burst of healing, so he's good for the moment. He's got that skeleton of a dragon backing him up and trying to get into position. That water elemental might be past its sell-by date by now. The giant skeleton is closing in from the south alongside a Corial, who's taken a bit of a beating, but he's still in there. And She Who Stalks is way off over there because things are much too intense for her within arm's reach of Jubilex. And there's still one more Dretch around here somewhere, but your last couple human skeletons are hunting it down. So, go ahead.
I think my armor took some damage that I haven't noted anywhere too.
Yes, you took enough, but not enough to break.
Yeah, Alia, your armor has taken... where did I write this down? Your armor has taken damage, but not enough to break it yet. I thought I'd written it in your label line on your token.
Maybe.
It took... Oh, right. 1 second. I'm remembering enough of the numbers. I'll just write it out again.
It took 38 damage, and I think it has 80. So. Anyway, I'm just gonna have Emma 5-foot step and lay on hands on Aaliyah then.
Okay.
Actually, let's see what spell slot she has open. I'll actually use a cure critical. Okay, I don't have spell slots for cure critical, so lay on hands coming in.
There we go. After hardness reduction, your armor took 23 damage, and I think it had something like 58 hit points. We'd have to recalculate it. It was +5 mithril, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it had 70 hit points.
So let's see. That was a standard and a non-action. I don't think I have anything I can do as a swifter move right now. Yeah, that's her turn. Just have to give her healing.
Okay. Varg.
Oh boy.
Kill it.
Thank you. Yes. I will get
Just
on that,
giving you that
sir.
motivation.
Okay, I guess, considering my situation, I'm just gonna kill it. Because I don't think I can move Jubilex. He's kind of bigger than I am, and that doesn't help matters. I mean, I could try, but it's not gonna go well. So I'm just gonna kick his ass.
Go
Something to
for
think
it.
about. Because he's gonna stop attacking my friends if he wants to live the next couple turns. Ah, there's my notes.
Pardon me.
Well, I know one claw missed, but anything else? So I got a 1.
Did you take my songs into account?
Yeah, I have all. I kept my notes.
Yeah, he had to have to get that high.
Okie dokie.
Let's see here. You're
One
hold
claw
on a
missed.
moment. Jubilex is currently under the effect of dire prophecy. Just double
Minus
check.
4 to AC, attacks, skill checks,
Yes.
ability checks.
Okay, in that case, only the crit one missed.
That's how your prophecy's coming in handy.
Hold on. Oh yeah, it's gonna come in very handy. That's why he spent a hero point to make sure he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was hoping 9 lives let me reload that, but no, 9 lives. 9 lives is like almost entirely defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Right, damage time.
As it should be.
Yeah, it's not 9 kills.
Huh. One moment. I think, I don't know, something just doesn't feel right. One sec.
Darn. Dire prophecy does not affect spell resistance.
I apologize. I've been forgetting. I've been taking points off of rage, but I didn't put that into my little notes here. Like I didn't add the damage from that. I was 4 damage off. Sorry, 9 damage off. So add 9 to both of those if you would.
Okay.
So here I was doing it like my base is like 30 something, and I'm like still doing 30 something. I should be doing exactly 40 something. 40 for bite and claws, 44 for the tail, plus 44 that is. But yeah, so just add 9 to both those damages.
Yep. done?
That's
Are
my
you?
bad.
And
And the last one is a tail,
isn't there?
because that hit.
Yes, and isn't there a D6 from Alia you're supposed to be adding?
I'm going to add those all at the end, if that's all right.
Okay. Proceed. Tail, rend, and bonuses.
And now I'll do all the rends and the yadas. So here comes rend. Three attacks it hits, so that's just 3d6. Rend, claw, bite, tail slap, not trying to grapple. That should be everything.
Okay. He is beginning to look less intact than he used to. There's wider gaping holes in his material and fewer intact bones littered through his body.
Fire is just smashing, tearing, stomping, doing everything he can to just remove him from existence, and he's making progress.
Mm-hmm. Any swift or free actions?
I already used my swift one to do Gulk of Fangs.
Ah, gotcha.
It just gave me an extra d6 damage, essentially, which is something.
Yep. Ready. Jubilex's turn, and he is, as always, as with every waking moment of every day, angry. First of all, everybody is in range except the water elemental. I need everybody to throw.
I already rolled against this. This is the kind of thing you always have to roll against constantly.
It is every round you remain in range of this aura.
That's annoying as balls. Alright.
So 1 second, I'm just double checking which auras this is. Alright, let's do the unholy aura first. Everybody throw. Oh, hold up. Which kind of. I am looking at the wrong aura. Where is the right one? See, the problem with having like 45 spells listed is I have to try and keep track of which ones he actually has. There we go. Okay. There we go. Fort saves from everybody, please.
Fort saves, did you say?
Yes.
Fortitude.
To resist his freezing cold aura.
I assume that's a supernatural ability then.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll that with the power of line knives.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad roll to get. Oof.
That one is better.
Yes, it is.
Oh wait, this is for cold damage?
Yes.
Oh, Emma's immune to cold.
Already. Alright, everybody passed the save.
Hooray!
So everybody take, I'll just pre-divide this for you. Everybody take 10 cold damage.
I take no damage, yay! Eat resistances, dickhead.
I don't think I have a resistance to cold.
If you're an earth elemental, you don't naturally, so if your resistance is anything, it comes from you, not the earth elemental.
Yeah, I'll check after getting the damage in. Although, doesn't Aishlin? Isn't she Winter Witch?
No, she's not a winter witch, no, I don't think she has resistance. She has spell resistance, but this isn't a supernatural.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, she doesn't have any resistances beyond the acid everyone has, thanks to those shirts.
Yes.
And his other aura is Ah, there we go. Okay, it only has an effect when certain things happen around him.
Is him getting punched has a certain thing? Because I'm doing that. I'm doing that a lot.
Yeah, I'm already taking that into account. Okay, now his actual turn. He is left
Gonna
with a
start
tough
focusing
choice.
on me here. I'm gonna start ripping holes in you.
Yeah. He is left with a couple tough choices.
Run away and provoke AOs for me.
And me. Just from everyone. Get shot.
That's what would happen if he critically failed his wisdom check.
He does have a -4 penalty.
Ooh, this blinding wall looks like something I can hide behind. Jump through it.
Not like I care about being blind. Whee!
All right, he already spent that.
Also, he is kind of right next to the wall. He should be blinded. Not that it makes any difference with this guy. He probably has like true seeing out to like 60 feet or some nonsense. Just constant.
Well, he has constant true seeing, but that doesn't help if you're blind. He might be immune to blindness, though. There are creatures that are.
And true enough, he has enough eyes. You'd think he might.
Yeah, probably like the eye on his front here, Varg, isn't blinded.
Possibly. I'll put all my eyes on my left side.
Yeah, maybe he can do that.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a big blob of eyeballs. And stinky.
Okay.
Rocks fall,
He
everybody
is-
dies.
He naturally was not expecting resistance in this otherwise soft world that he has been plundering for a few years now. You've noticed that he doesn't really put a lot of effort into this campaign against all living things because, a man can only eat so much in a day. That being said, he begins quivering, and you guys can probably see actual worry in some of those eyes.
Varg grins a big crocodile grin at him. It reminds him that there are bigger shit than him in this world.
So we've taken
And he's
the
looking
most.
at it.
So we've taken one of the most powerful forces on this planet and turned it into a wounded animal cowering in a corner.
Not cowering. It
I'm pretty sure
lashes
he's-
out one of its
he is.
tentacles towards a Coriol.
Damn it.
Alright.
I'm trying to get
Please
this thing to
make
hurt
me-
me and it's not paying attention. Damn it. Pay attention to me.
Please make me a will save.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
I see.
Sorry, who was
Why
that?
did I not take that the first time?
You are
who's
now a
asked-
goat.
No.
So don't you have your spell resistance up, Ikorio? I don't know if
I
this is spell,
do,
so.
but yeah, we'll see.
Gotcha. Let's save. Okay, you successfully shrug off the feeble mind.
That's my spell. I use that spell.
Ah,
And Jubilex
I'm not the stupid, you're the stupid.
Jubilex is going to finish things by turning to this obvious agent of good whom he assumes is the cause for this assail against him, and is going to take a swing at Amisua.
Fair conclusion.
I'm gonna have to go looking for a for a CR appropriate angel.
Again?
Oh,
Seriously?
that's nasty.
The good news is you can ignore the acid damage. The bad news is she just took 77 to the face.
Well, it doesn't kill her.
No,
No, doesn't
hurts like
kill
a bit,
her,
so.
but I need her to make a
Yeah.
reflex save. Okay. Whatever she's wearing for armor takes 38 damage.
I don't know if she is.
If she's not wearing armor, she takes it before the halving.
I think I did end up giving her. Yeah, she's wearing +5 mithril chainmail.
Just like you. Okay.
Okay, so you can just use the HP and stuff on your thing. Easy.
Yep. It too takes 23 damage, which is not enough to reduce it to broken.
So how much did I take? Just the 77 then?
77
Huh.
and 16 acid.
But you ignore
Yeah.
because thank you buffs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I was expecting a lot more like giant waves of acid against us or something, but I guess you can tell we prepared that for that.
And her regeneration is suppressed for a round. Yay.
Hey.
And yes, that is his 4th turn, so... right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect.
Lovely.
God damn it.
Aishlin.
We're being attacked by carnival food.
Ashlyn actually reminding myself going over her sheet, she has a way out. She can shift into her beast bonded form and then promptly just fuck off.
Yes, I was looking at that actually, but I'm wondering.
Or she can stay where she is and just use a hex on these meat slicks because she doesn't have to move and she doesn't draw AOs for doing that.
No, she doesn't, but that always means Jubilex could hit her at some point.
Well, she could 5-foot step or drift or whatever, like away a turn and just reduce the chances he's going to swing at her.
Yeah, that's probably the best option. So, okay, what hexes
Just
are
drift
best
towards
for
Varg.
killing these? Yes,
Safest place
drifting
is always
towards Varg
Varg.
is the best idea.
Yeah, he's safe. Safe thing.
Meat shields are good.
Yes. Meat slicks are bad. Because we need to stop those now.
What's the name of that hex?
She has a split hex, so she can affect 2 targets within a certain distance of each other.
Haven't you played World of Warcraft? Stop focusing on the ads.
Haven't you played World of Warcraft? That's what you do nowadays.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You don't kill the ad's boss, eats you for breakfast.
I'm thinking Ice Tomb.
That'll work. I suggest putting it on. Hold on, I need to measure. I don't know, they're too far away. I need to look up split hex.
Need the exact numbers. Split hex.
You can choose another creature within 30 feet
Yeah, I
of the
thought it was
first.
Problem is, none of these buttholes are within 30 feet of each other, except for those 2 at the way in, but those are too far away to for her to get to them.
I'll just Ice Tomb the one right next to us then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea.
And then we could try and affect Jubilex with it, although I really doubt it will.
For the lol, it's not like she doesn't lose anything by doing so.
Yeah, and it still gets
Well,
rid of this
again,
meat
it's
slick
the
that'll
same,
probably
yeah.
heal him.
Oh yeah.
Well, if
It's
he's ice
just-
tombed, they can't because there's a tomb of ice in the way, so it might
Well,
delay
yes.
them.
That was the idea.
But that's
Yeah.
the bigger. But
5
then
foot
we have
step.
to break the ice to attack him. So
It's not that tough of ice. It's like, yeah.
5
And it gives
foot
us
also
time to
like
like
left
heal up
on
and shit.
5 foot step to the left, and let's Ice Tomb the Meat Slick 74 and try to Ice Tomb Jubilex.
Because lols.
Alright. That's
why
a
not?
will save?
Yeah.
I think it's 4 actually.
Fortitude.
Fortitude.
yeah,
Fortitude.
it's for Ice Tomb. Yeah.
Okay. The meat slick tries.
Block.
That was fantastic. Your DCs are 27, so no.
Okay.
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1.
You pretty much have to.
Oh.
No, even if he rolls a 1, he'd still pass it.
No, 1's are auto fails for saves at least.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And he doesn't even take the 4d6 of cold damage because he's immune to cold.
Lovely.
Oh, Ice
Oh,
Tomb
now we
can't
know.
work on him then.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, now we
Think-
know.
We've learned a thing.
Yeah, things that are immune to cold are immune to Ice Tomb.
Go figure.
But these
Could you
things
roll the
aren't. They
damage
have.
for the meat
The
slick?
freezing's a writer on the damage.
Yes, it is 3d8. Okay.
Well, the meat slicks aren't immune, and they have terrible fortitude saves, so Ace can just go around going pew pew pew. Though there is the danger of Jubilex just kind of walking over and like picking them up and going nom 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 on them.
Yes.
If he could do that, I don't know.
Maybe we. I don't know. How should we know?
According.
Really tempted to try and
Could you
hit
go
him with
handle-
feeble mind.
Well, I'd love for you to do that, but these things need to die ASAP now. Because those
Can you
things feel like
see
100
those? Because I can't.
Yeah,
I can.
Well, yes. Chris can, because he's in control of Amnarin the Ilvalea. And
that's why.
she should take care of those, really.
With what?
I don't know, she has a bow, and she's a level what druid now? Use
A
your
level piddly
imagination.
druid. Fine, my imagination is she's prepared a level 9 spell known as I win. No, I'll
Roll
think
for
of
feeble
something.
mind as will. I don't think it would do anything to Jubilex, but I'm really tempted.
Well, he has an intelligence score. We know that. He cannot constitute himself as mindless if he's casting spells. It's not doable.
Of course, it also
So-
allows spell resistance, which has been a
course.
problem.
Well, yeah, that's going to be the problem throughout the entire fight. Yeah, if you want my suggestion, he's not immune to punching. So
No,
if
I'm
you
gonna
have
hit
some
him.
way. I know, but if you have some way to boost your punching, that probably is the more effective way to deal damage than Feeble Mind. Although Feeble Mind, if you got it off, would neuter him pretty bad. So
Yeah, so would a lot of things. I don't think I have anything to boost my damage right now, or at least I do. I've already used it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
he also
remember
has
that boat?
huge ass SR, so
Yeah, a lot of SR.
try finding something that isn't affected by SR.
Fireball!
pew.
Ow, my
Heightened
face!
fireball, then.
I think there is one thing I could do. Hang on, let me just double check it.
Heightened maximized persistent fireball.
No,
Something,
lightning bolt
anything.
is affected by SR.
Mhm.
But fireball's affected by SR.
What isn't affected by SR, honestly?
There's a couple
there's-
things.
there's
Mostly
some
like
stuff like,
territory.
A lot of I think it's transmutation. A lot of abjuration spells aren't.
Mhm.
A few transmutations. I know some illusions aren't like, but yeah, there's not a lot. Pretty much glitter dust is the thing most people would use that isn't.
That's an idea. I could reach Jubilex from where I am, right?
I already tried blinding him. It didn't work.
At your size, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then, yeah, let's go for a full attack and let's try Black Tentacles over him. That doesn't allow SR. Even if it doesn't do anything, it'll still hinder him a bit.
And it might stop the other ones from reaching him potentially.
Yes.
At the very least, it makes the area under him difficult terrain, which slows him down.
Yes, so the Black Tentacles radius is...
I was thinking about using it earlier, but it would
20
have
foot
a high
radius
enough
spread.
CMB to hurt him.
So I want to get it under that wall of light as well. Let's see, template tool.
Remember for your calculations that Alia is floating above the ground, and
Out like that for Black Tentacles.
that'll work.
Okay, so full attack action, that'll be 4 attacks, yeah, with haste. Is the song a +4 or +5?
Plus
4.
4.
Okay, I've got a lot of things to put in here. Yeesh. That's a plus. Oh, right, let's do a swift action for arcane accuracy, add it to attack rolls.
Mhm.
So that's another +8 on it. And then it's +3 from being that size, or that strength modifier. It's
Mhm.
+4 on the damage due from the song.
If I remember correctly.
Then that should do it. It's 13 + 7, yeah. Oh, lovely.
Swish.
That was the 2
Hits.
full attacks from haste, so now lower VAB.
Mhm. That confirms.
Oh, lovely. I get to cast a touch spell as a swift action.
Winning.
I will do that after this.
Okay.
Of course, the question is if it will do anything, but
That hits but does not confirm.
darn. Okay,
More.
so spell to cast as a swift action.
I will apply this damage while you make that decision.
Right. Darn it, Feeble Mind is not a touch spell. And I'm not sure if the with Magus Arcana that allows you to use a ranged touch as a touch spell counts for this. I don't believe it does.
What's the ability?
It's a Magus Arcana. What's it called? Yeah, Critical Strike. When crit, swift action to cast a touch spell.
Yeah, just what's the ability called that lets you cast the raise as touch spells?
Close range, Magus Arcana.
The Magus can deliver ray spells that feature ranged as a melee.
Yes,
But it says you can cast the ranged touch spells as melee touch spells, which means they're melee touch spells.
then of course I have the spell strike gloves that will allow things that aren't a ranged touch, but are just ranged to be used as a touch spell, which is interesting. So I guess I could use a Feeble Mind. So why not? It's a free touch spell. Let's go for it.
All right. Lead with the spell resistance.
Right, I'm just gonna get these out of my spell thing really quick. I didn't cast the Black Tentacles. And the Arcane Accuracy. Okay, spell resistance, +4 from the SR, so... Oh, I actually got a good roll on that for once.
Yay.
You did. So, what's the save and what? It's will. What's the DC?
Let's see, Feeble Mind is what level spell? 5. That is a DC of just 23. I think he auto passes that unless he gets a 1.
You can always roll a 1.
Actually,
Here's
he
open, right?
could also roll a 2 and miss that.
Oh, well, here's hoping.
Yay. Fuck.
Nope. I don't believe it does anything. No, it's building the gates, okay.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
those I win buttons.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Jubilex is displeased.
There
He's
you go.
never
all
been
for
pleased
baby.
in his entire existence, so don't think that's against you or anything.
I feel so hurt.
Alia,
Okay.
Do what needs to be done.
Oh, right. Did he get grappled by Black Tentacles?
Oh, I did. Find out.
that's an excellent question. Let's see here. They see him. Black Tentacles.
Okay, they use
CMV is your caster level plus
4 for strength and +1 size.
so D20 25.
24.
Oh,
I'm still only
24,
caster
right.
level 19.
Yes.
Yeah, gonna roll better than that.
And nope. They fail to get hold of him.
Oh. But apparently you roll each round, it looks like.
Yeah, I keep trying, even though they're just, stupid.
Yeah, on your turn, they try to grab everything in range.
Just have to be careful not to step in that now.
Okay, so first of all, I'm casting haste on everybody here.
Oh, I guess not.
Hooray.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
going
think
to
it's
cast that
ranged.
defensively, obviously.
Yes.
I can actually auto pass that defensive casting, so yay for that. As for my movement,
Acrobatics.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to. So, sorry. First, I'm going to maintain my song.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Dee, la, la, la.
Then I'm going to check to see if my build still has mobility. Oh yeah, right. I don't even have dodge anymore. I have an item that's giving me the dodge bonus. Okay. Either way, try to acrobatics away from him.
Okay.
My new move speed is 70, so I'm going to move 35, so I don't invoke the minus 10 on the roll.
Okay. And
either
you
way,
need to beat his CMD, I believe?
Yep. At least it's not a CMD plus 10. Could be worse.
Yep.
Yep. Good
Either
luck.
way, I get the movement if I survive. So I'm just going to move myself, and then we'll roll that.
You fell, let's just call it short.
Poop.
Oh well.
He is not going to use his Scythe of Evil on you. He recognizes you.
Ho 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 ho.
He is going to use his Slam so that he has the opportunity to make a grab. Oh wait, you have freedom of movement. He doesn't know that. He is going to make
He
a
doesn't
slam.
know
so
I
that...
have freedom. Of movement.
Yes.
Come here. Wait, that didn't work. Fuck.
Why can't I grab you?
Is that including the -4 from the
50
Curse of
actually
Doom?
does hit my AC.
Does that include the -4 from his prophecy?
Yes, it does.
Ah, poop.
At least I don't take the acid damage. Could be worse.
No, just the bashing.
Hopefully he only gets that one attack on me, or I'm screwed.
He bash you upside the head. Wait a minute. Where? Go back here. I can't grab you.
Let's see here. Combat reflexes. He is infuriated and goes after you with his scythe.
Yeah, I'm dead then.
Do you have a hero point?
No.
Does that miss you?
That's okay. He missed, and he wants to hold on to some of his mobility. He does not make the last 2 attacks as you move out of range.
Okay, so I don't have to spend mine taking the blows. That's nice.
As screwy as this is for me, my AC is only 44, unless that's not including his Dark Prophecy.
That is including his Dire Prophecy.
Yeah, poop. Hold on.
Mhm.
Okay, well, this is the scenario where I would do that, so I guess I gotta use my hero point to interrupt his actions and get the fuck in there, right?
I wouldn't stop him.
Also, that would not kill her.
Yeah, the 35 damage I don't think is enough to... Yeah, that's not enough to bring me down. As long as I don't get another hit, I'm fine.
Okay.
Of course, I am next to a meat slick.
You next to a meat slick?
It's not too far away. Alrighty then. If that hits, then make your reflex save. And mark off another 23 HP of your armor after reduction and hardness and all that.
It should be broken now.
Yeah, the good news is broken on armor doesn't do anything to you.
Minus 40 your AC, but that's it. Well, pardon me, it halves your AC. I was remembering what Aishlins gives her. The AC bonus from your armor is halved.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots worse things that could happen.
Like being dead.
Yes, dead is a bad thing.
That does make my AC drop into the 30s, though. So hopefully.
Welcome to my world. Population me.
That drops that from an 11 bonus to a 6.
Yes.
So yeah, my AC is 39 now.
Okay.
Hopefully Varg can finish it off. Well, actually, it's
I'm gonna
40.
try
to
real
haste
hard.
it.
I'm gonna try real hard.
I'm Narinli Ilvalea, whose AC is 18.
Mm-hmm. Poor girl. This is why I should have just picked a creature. I don't know, a
I'm
skater
going
or
to be burning
something.
the rest of my spells on castings of Make Whole after this.
Okay,
One.
I have a dumb question. Does she who stalks know what dinosaurs are?
She has never seen one personally.
Ah, shame. Alright, we'll have to do with the fire giant then.
She has seen a crude drawing of a Archaeopteryx in a book.
I'm converting that, so just slap me a fire giant in there if you would.
A fire giant, you say?
Fire giant, 7th level. Fire giant. Some of nature's
Galarian
allies.
had Archaeopteri? That's awesome.
Big angry fire giant with a great sword.
Yeah.
And not right next to the wall, like 5 feet away from the wall. I don't want him blind on the second he gets here.
That's a good way to get your summoned allies angry with you.
Oh, I've been summoned. Oh god, my eyes!
I was going to help you, but now I'm just gonna leave.
Screw you.
And can you paste me a link? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls exactly the default HP, naturally. Why else?
You know, just to save time. Actually, hilariously, what did their reach again? 10-foot
10
reach.
foot.
Okay, yeah, he's just a large. That's right. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. And since he gets a turn immediately, I'd like to beat the full and like crap out of one of those meat sticks. He has a big fucking sword. Use it.
And he splats the 2 meat slicks nearest him.
Yay!
Hurrah!
Alrighty. Anything else from Narinli?
I know it took a whole round, so she's done.
Okay. The Dretches, what few who survive.
The dredge. Also, did those two
Actually, there are
move?
3.
I didn't see them move. So I
Oh,
don't
right,
know.
those... no, I forgot to have them move. They're tracking down the last Dretch. And I already did move the dragon and giant skeletons.
Mhm. I saw that. I noticed those two hadn't budged from their original spots. I'm like, did they like find something to punch?
Yes, the ground.
Death to the ground.
Emesua.
So they're back a bit, lay on hands everyone within a 10-foot radius.
The fact? Oh, I heal you and you run away. Thanks, Aaliyah.
There's like
Healing away
limping.
pretty quick.
She's just going to try to contribute to damage this turn. So
Alrighty.
she's gonna thwack at him with a full attack. With a hasted full attack.
With a piercing weapon. Alright.
I'm not sure if he's immune to it or not.
I have no idea either.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I hit him with an arrow before. So
I don't remember that, but
Yes, this particular giant, this particular ooze is not immune to piercing damage, so carry on. You have already witnessed this.
oh, that's good.
okay, +4 to each of that. So here's my haste attack.
Mm-hmm.
My normal attack.
Oh, that does hit. That doesn't. And that doesn't.
Well, that sucked. Oh well.
Alright, so that's... Nor does that.
Keep rolling.
She has fighter progression.
Mm-hmm. And does her weapon count as good?
If it's wielded by her, I think so. Oh, I know their slams are, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Tail slap. I always forget about it. I'm gonna throw that in.
Achha!
Doesn't that mean you're mixing manufactured and non-attacks and suffer a penalty on all of them?
Yeah, you suffer. No, you only suffer a penalty to the
Natural. That's
Natural
like a
attack.
-5. I believe.
Alright.
yeah. So she gets a whopping plus 18 on it. Oh, plus
Nat 20.
4. So she gets a whopping plus 22 to her tail slap.
At 20, that shit. You're 10 off.
Actually, she's 1 off.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, okay, she rolled the dice roller. Okay, never mind. Neat, kick ass.
Does 39 even hit him?
It's been hitting him so far.
No, 39 is 1 off.
Ah, cool.
Okay.
Alright, and Erayan's, does it count as a good weapon?
No, but her tail slap did, so that makes me sad.
Alright.
Oh.
Woohoo! See, she's helping.
Oh,
Hey,
oh.
every little bit.
Okay, Varg, your turn.
Hooray. If I were to 5-foot step to the southeast, would that get me in range of the meat slick?
Forget about the beat slick.
Yes, it would.
Cool. I'm not letting that thing anywhere near this guy's move action. I'm stomping it out of existence with one of my many attacks.
Alright.
Because I can't do his full HP and damage. I don't think I can, even if I got lucky.
The ice itself has 20 hit points.
That will certainly stop me. But yes, let me do some rolls.
Just throw it all at Jubilex. You don't need to worry about him right now.
If I throw everything at Jubilex and Jubilex is still alive and just turns around and picks it up and goes nom nom nom, I wasted a turn. But if you insist, I'll acquiesce.
You have like 6 attacks and you've been able to do like 300 damage to him in a turn so far. I think you might be able to take him. As long as you hit with everything.
So far, it looks like those hit.
And the tail is different.
Don't forget your haste attack.
That's why I have 2 bites.
Yep. Everything lands but the tail.
Okay. You guys think it's worth spending a hero point to reroll that?
Just 1 sec.
So where the heck did I put it? There it is. Well, I'm gonna roll the bite damage at least to start with.
Well, technically your attacks don't happen at the same time, so you can see how much you've damaged them, then decide to do the hero point if you think you can take them after that.
Fair enough.
Because, yeah, honest, if we were doing it properly, you'd roll each attack and then do the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's even length here somehow. And I'll get my rend in there just to see.
Don't forget your sonic damage for all those attacks, too.
Yeah, there's a d6 in there. That's why there's like a 2 and a 5, just kind of randomly. You know, a little extra bit. That's the d6. So if he's dead at that point, just give me a heads up. And if he's not, I'll get the tail in, I suppose.
Bring me your tail.
Okay, tail coming around. I'll just re-roll it, I guess, because when I get on... Yeah, I'll re-roll that. That's better.
Check.
And that's 66 from the tail. And you know what? It might as well. At least it'll keep him focused on me. I'm going to try and grapple. Twice. Essentially.
All right.
So-
First, let me apply the damage.
Okay, I'll wait. Because if I manage to hit a grapple, that's constrict damage, and that might push it over the edge. If he's, still blarving.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't kill him, at least I'm gonna have him in a grapple potentially, and that means he has to focus on me, and I can live with that.
All right. This is not all the damage, but I have to apply it in 2 parts for reasons.
Fair enough.
Woo!
That leaves. There we go. 17. All right. You tear chunks out of Jubilex, throwing gobbets of steaming green matter in all directions. And then you uncover deep inside his body. There's this. It's like this solid, like diamond hard lump of green material that as soon as you uncover it, your claws leaving scratches in its surface, it starts blasting waves of frigid air out in all directions.
Cold. Must stop more.
Just measuring out who will be affected. Oh, thank goodness, Alia, you're clear.
Yay! Next turn, I will start shooting at the lump with arrows.
Can you even hit the
Okay.
lump?
I will roll for the 2 skeletons and the fire giant. I need everyone else.
And the meat slick. They're not meat cold.
He is an icicle.
Oh, he's
the
more
meat
of an
slick,
icicle.
Well,
yes, the meat slick is not immune to cold, but I don't need to. Yeah, I don't need
Dead.
to roll its save. Let's put it that way.
Well, this is gonna be troublesome. Alright.
So I need everyone except Alia and She Who Stalks to make fortitude saves.
Emma's immune to cold and any riders from a cold effect.
Okay, Emma doesn't need to either.
That's me for it.
She can't be ice tombed, haha.
So at least if I'm boned, Icoriel's boned. That's a comfort.
Yeah, then just everyone's boned.
And checking these others. Where's that damn fire? There we go. His save is 14.
Oh, did you roll for Aishan already? Icoriel?
Yeah, she's right
Yes,
above
he
you.
did.
Alright, cool.
Skeleton. Not have a very good one.
Well, Zertskin did pretty well for himself. I mean, he's vulnerable to cold, so
Yeah.
that's probably for the best.
Okay. Check. All right, you two are the only ones who are going to take half damage.
Phew.
Yay.
$5 million D6.
Oh,
Ah, poop.
and 5 million D6 is the halved damage.
Double poop.
Rules for fighting Jubilex. You lose.
Rules for fighting Varg. You lose.
This is the whole immovable object, unstoppable force thing.
Yep.
Perseus,
Oh,
I've given you a
goddammit.
shield that can't be
Oof.
destroyed and a sword that can break through any armor. Don't
Well,
let them
at least-
touch.
At least Nation isn't dead, and neither is Mesua, actually.
Hold on, let's see.
It's only 100 cold damage. What's the problem?
Take half. It's a good thing I made that save, because 100 damage would have killed me.
Well, I have some resistances, so I barely take anything. Varg shrugs that off. Because Varg.
I still have this feeling in the back of my head that I have some cold resistance somewhere, but I don't see it on my sheet anywhere.
You're
So
an
I'm wondering
elf, so you don't
where
have
to
it
get that from.
naturally. You got a trait, maybe?
No. I don't know why I'm thinking this. I'm pretty sure I don't. It's just there in my mind.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you have acid
It-
resistance right now. Acid
Yeah.
absorption, but a goal.
I think there's a Magus archetype that gets that. You might think it because of that.
Maybe. I'll check
Maybe
them.
the sword grants it? I mean, that's like the last thing I can think of.
No, it grants spell resistance, but...
So, Varg, if you
Yep.
want to try and get Constrict in, go ahead and make your grapple attempt.
On the really cold thing? How about
Oh, boy.
no? I'm not eating that. Constrict is one thing. Eating the thing that just blasted everyone for a wave of cold significant enough to like make everyone pause for a sec and remember this is a god we're fighting. Yeah, no, not in the mouth. That goes. But if I have any attacks remaining, that's where they're going. I probably don't, but out of curiosity.
When did your int score rise out of the single digits?
When someone just threw 100 points of cold damage and a stun at the party.
So what do we do with it? Put it in our pockets?
Even Varg has the concept of don't stick that in your mouth.
I had the idea of casting Greater Dispel Magic at it.
Actually, what's funny is I remember, blah, 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 blah. She who stalks actually has a bunch of those, like, Dispel Magic prepared, so she and you can just, like, hurl stuff at it and see what happens. Though I'd like to be really far away when you're doing that.
If she has any healing magic, I'd love it.
Oh, she has some, but she's been spending, like, her whole turn desperately trying to stop things from, like, getting to Jubilex and, like, delaying everyone. Because if she gets anywhere near close to him, she gets just dead.
Yeah.
So it's Jubilex's turn.
No, lovely.
You mean the orb that was Jubilex? The orb formerly known as Jubilex.
The orb that still is Jubilex.
Lol.
So he is going to...
I need to find some hot-blooded music.
First of all, he is just going to go flat out there and cast some healing on himself.
Can he auto-pass the concentration check?
Only because this is a spell-like ability.
Alright. I have to ask, because I get right fucking there.
Yeah, and I get free attacks of opportunity even if I manage to cast defensively.
Start stabbing.
And
don't
I will announce,
believe it
for
works
the
for-
sake of you guys' ease of mind, that the top quarter of his spell list is now empty.
Well, I'm just gonna keep punching him.
Check, 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 check. Oh, hold on. The
How hard
water
do I have to
elemental.
stomp on you to make you dead?
The water elemental was in range.
I don't know if it's immune to cold, but I think it's resistant.
It should be. Water elemental, elder. Immune. Only elemental. Oh, hold on. Elemental traits means.
Immune to criticals, immune to sneak attack, immune to... It's not immune to any kind of resistance. Like, it's not immune to, like, cold.
That's to make up for linking to the "don't put things in your mouth" PSA.
And unfortunately, because he is out of those, All Jubilex can really do at this point,
You should die.
it's beginning to seem a very real possibility for him. Actually, I need to make a check to determine whether or not he's smart enough to do the right thing at this point. Where's his skill list?
What, kill my friends like a douchebag?
It's untrained. He looks around at these weird-shaped mortals of all shapes, colors, sizes, altitudes, and he really does not know who is the closest to teetering over. So he's going to lay into this particularly large, disgusting mortal.
Who's kicking his ass?
You finally got your wish, Varg.
I'm feeling you to
Let's
be
wrestle
regretting
like
it
men.
now.
Yeah, I actually need to see whether or not he hits, because what I see is when boosted up to ridiculousness.
Yeah, didn't Vengeful Outrage push it up?
Along with a bunch of other things. Hold on. That hits. And I don't think his weapons count as good, so I'm just going to reduce that by DR. Acid doesn't do anything. Reflex save. I don't have armor to be taking that on, but since the damage transfers over to extra damage for some damn reason, I'll just throw
that weapon does count as +5 and evil.
Has to be good.
Yeah, but +5 I believe is good enough to.
Is it?
Yeah, +5 overcomes alignment restrictions, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's annoying. Alright, well, no DR for me. Damn you. Well, I have +5 weapons, and he's been getting his stupid DR. Then again, God, so what do I know?
Yeah.
So let's see, that's just 38. Yeah, and reflex.
That's not going to go well for you.
Let's see. Oh, I actually have a lot of boosts going right now, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
True. Problem is, he has 2 abilities with ridiculous save DCs, and this is one of them. Nope.
Okay, and
Berg,
it does.
38 damage to whatever you're wearing. What are you wearing?
Skin. Wild shape. You can't get at it.
No, your underlying armor. What is it?
How are you getting at that?
It still exists. Even if it's part of your body, it still exists.
So he's like
For same
penetrating my
reason,
arm and being like, "I found your." So
Yeah,
I'm
same
holding
reason
my
I'm affected
ale
by it.
inside
I'm an
somewhere.
elemental right now.
All right. It's just one of those things I have to roll with, I suppose. Okay. Let's find my armor real quick. While we're in the woods, so this is.
Varg, let me elucidate to you the alternative. The alternative is taking 76 damage to yourself with no further save.
Well, okay.
Take it to your armor.
Real question. I actually have a shield and armor. Is it just going to go straight to my armor?
Armor.
Okay. Mine is considered splint mail, but it's splint mail, but it's considered medium armor, so it's lighter than normal, I guess. I don't know. AC bonus of +10. Made of. It doesn't really specifically
What's the
state.
enhancement bonus?
+3.
That's the actual enhancement, not the enhancement equivalent that you bought abilities with?
Actually, this is a piece of like specific armor. That's the actual enhancement, and its other stuff is its own thing.
Okay, so that's splint, you said?
But now, as in like the heavy one, it just counts as medium for some reason, because specific armors do that. It's what you wear if your deck sucks as a druid.
Yeah.
And my deck sucks.
Okay, so splint mail is leather.
Oh, this thing's not made of leather. The thing is made of like ironwood or something. I don't know.
Wood?
Well, it's ironwood, I think. I'm actually gonna pull it up and show you.
Just send the link over.
Yeah, it's fun. Ah, greenwood. So that's actually a special material. I'll go grab that while you're looking at it. So there's greenwood. It fixes itself, essentially.
Yep, I'm looking. Greenwood otherwise counts as wood. Okay. So that means that damaging objects page again, it has 40 HP and hardness 11. It takes 27 damage and is now
So half its armor thing, so I only have +5 now to REC from that.
yes.
I'll just.
But being greenwood, it does heal itself 1 hit point per hour.
Yeah, no, it'll fix itself. That's not really my concern. That's later concern.
So long as you're in contact with soil.
Yeah, I gotta go bury it. I buried it
Or
in the
poop in
backyard.
it.
Theoretically.
Not that.
I really didn't need that image.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so yes, half
Nice
your
to shake
AC
it off.
bonus. Mm-hmm. And let's see here. It's like, oh, that one manages
Element
to
of
not
water,
be-
punch it and get rid of it. Just suck it into a vortex. Do something. Stab it.
it will get to on its turn. Oh, hold on. These things have 40 feet of move. 30.
Well, elemental water has a bigger reach than like 10.
Oh,
It should get an AOL.
5 feet out of range.
Sorry, can you trace out the path of Meat Slick 1 for me again?
24, you mean?
Yeah, I just want to see where if it moved through any space where I threaten it.
Yep, trace.
Yep. Yep. I get 1 on it.
Perfect.
And the elemental water should get 1 because it's moving through its space. A lot.
I will roll it, Slam. I'll roll your. I presume that's your bow threatening it?
Yep.
Uh, 44 hits for 16 plus riders. 5, 3. Alia splats it.
Good.
Hooray!
I'm helpful.
Yes,
And the
you
other one
are.
is just 5 feet short of getting in, of leaping into its master's flesh.
Thank goodness.
It-
She needs to
Right.
5-foot step some more, and
Yep.
as priorities go, that
wait.
meat click needs to die, but whoever can get it can get it. If she needs to heal, that's I'm gonna blame her. I don't know if she has.
Wait,
prepared,
she's
but-
stunned.
Oh yeah, she just
She is stunned, so this turn she does nothing. But it's not confusion, which is a unfortunately all too common state around here.
Mm.
Oh, so
Never
mind. okay. Can I tell if those auras it has are magical, just part of it being what it is?
They are both supernatural.
Okay, let's go for a dispel magic then. That's yeah. All right. So 1 spell for every 4 casts, greater dispel magic. DC for casting defensively with that is what, 22? Level 6 spell. Yeah.
15 plus twice.
15 plus twice, so that's 27.
Yep. And which use are you using?
only focused on him. So just dispelling
Okay, so
whatever many
targeted
spells are on
dispel.
him. Yes.
Okay.
Burn that. Just defensively roll. So I get a +2 bonus for being a part of spell combat, plus the caster level, plus ability score modifier.
Dispel checks do not include your casting modifier.
Not for the dispel. I'm doing
Oh,
the
pardon.
caster
Sorry, still
defensively.
talking about the concentration. Carry on.
So with +8, +2, plus another 2, this should be able to auto pass it. If one's
You
applied
have-
to cast defensively or not.
You have a total of 26?
I believe
higher?
more. So 8 plus 19. 8 plus 19 already does it.
Yep, 27. Carry on.
Okay, so
To
dispel
the
magic.
dispel check. D20 plus caster level.
That's simple enough. Decent roll.
37
Oh,
versus
does spell
11
magic
plus
affect
the
us, or-
spells cast. Pardon me? No, it does.
No. No, okay. Meanwhile, I'll just roll my attacks in while you figure that out.
I'll be right back
Okay,
a second.
that is enough to get to anything that he may have cast on himself, thanks to you rolling an 18.
Aha!
If that had been a 15, there's a couple things you'd miss.
Well, glad it wasn't then. That's one spell for every 4 caster levels, so...
Up to, yep. So up to 5. No,
Yeah.
4.
Up to 4. Yeah.
So I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. That's a supernatural, not a spell. That, pardon me, is a spell. You have dispelled his unholy aura.
Hooray!
That is a... Pardon me. Ay.
And that should be all the attacks.
And...
I want to use my one quicken spell.
And unfortunately, you're not dispelling his what's name? His contingency, because it's already been burnt.
Oh, well. Right, there was a spell I wanted to use quickened. Here's hoping I can get through the SR Dimensional Anchor.
There we go.
Kicking his ass.
I have dispelled
Uh,
some of his things.
Yep,
That is good.
two ongoing spells dispelled right off of him.
What were they? Out of curiosity.
Was the
well,
Unholy Aura and something else?
Was the unholy aura, and because this one you don't have any way of directly feeling, if you make me an Arcana check, I will be able to tell you if you know what you dispelled off.
Okie dokie.
As you watch its auras sparkle off away from him.
Not bad.
You also dispelled his true sight.
Aha!
Ah! Eat a dick.
Oh,
That's what you get.
I'm totally casting Greater Invisibility on Varg next turn.
I'm probably going to cast it on myself.
We're all invisible.
Actually,
no.
no, screw it. I'm not using Dimensional Anchor. I'm casting Greater Visibility quickened on myself now.
Too bad I don't have Invisibility Sphere. I could save myself.
Quickened Greater Invisibility. Just fuck you, Jubilex.
I do the poofing.
Well, no, I'm not
Is-
casting on you. I put it on myself.
I know. I just referencing you. You just sort of ninja vanish.
Done. All right, now let's see here. Because his aura is gone, that's 1, 2, 3 hits. For
Yeah, I'm really not expecting that last one to hit.
there we go. Anything
Oh,
else
really?
you're
That doesn't
following it up
work.
with?
No, that's a swift full attack. Yeah, that should be it.
Okay. Alia.
We can get that one.
You want to attack Jubilex's flat-footed on your turn?
I'm already hitting him pretty much guaranteed. I don't know if I need it as a thing at this point. Like, I can go 5 and almost hit him. I mean, it'd be excessive, it'd be hilarious, but this meat slick, it gets to him, that's a lot of work I have to chew through again.
Yeah.
And you've got a ranged weapon that can take care of him, so that's all. Oh, you can also heal while doing that. That'd be awesome, but I don't think that's possible. Already in combat healing could do some work.
Yeah, I don't really have much I can do in the way of healing other than throwing it.
I'd rather Jubilex be denied healing than I get like 30 hit points back, you know?
You know what? Just because of how screwed I personally am right now, I think I might just cast invisibility on myself so I can just throw out buffs and healing for the rest of this battle without being in too much danger.
It's a legitimate response.
Yeah.
Invis is level 2, is it?
Is that meat slick no longer ice tombed?
The one that was Ice Tomb was blown
Exploded.
away with his blast of cold. That's the
Right,
one that's
yeah.
moved up from the south.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, invisibility level 2. And mechanically that helps me, even though it doesn't really make sense for it to, since everything I have glows.
Well, it casts light on its surroundings, but the illumination itself is the source is no longer visible. But if you were to be walking down a long, dark hallway, even a somewhat lit hallway, somebody could still have a pretty good idea where to send their arrows.
Poof. Okay, so now that I am invisible, I'm going to tuck in behind Varg.
That's pretty behind Var.
Okay.
There, put Varg between Jubilex and me while I'm invisible. That should be good enough to keep me alive.
You descending down to water level?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly just over it.
Okay.
I could have killed that thing, but nah. Okay, that's my turn then.
She who stalks.
She's in a pickle. Let's have the fire giant go kick Jubilex's ass.
It begins making its way around the perimeters.
So she's casting Blessing of Salamander on. Hold on, I'm pretty sure it's stealth only. Creature touch, so self essentially. Basically, she has fast healing 5, fire resistance 20, and +2 confidence bonus and combat maneuver defense. So fast healing 5 on her, hooray! And she moved, so swift action doesn't really do anything for her, so she's done.
Okay. The dretches, I forgot to move the constructs on Ali again. Those two were taken out, but these two weren't. And they can charge that dretch and flatten it. These two dretches that are hiding behind the wall behind Varg are just going to count themselves out of combat. Emesua.
I'm going to lay on hands on myself as swift action.
Okay.
Lay on hands of Varg. It's a standard. Haha, that will heal.
You can only use it once in a turn, sorry.
I know, it'd be funny though. Oh, we forgot to have the tentacles try and grab Jubilex again, I think.
Jubilex hit me last
did.
turn, so my regen's back.
We did forget the grapple for Black Tentacles.
I'm looking at it going, did we do anything?
Ian, go ahead and roll a d20. Don't bother with the modifier.
Yeah, it says get a 20 and fail.
Oh, the wrong thing up on the screen.
Fail.
Yeah, you need a modifier of 51 to have a chance of passing.
Lovely. It's still difficult terrain.
Yes.
I still do have Cure Serious, which she can auto pass a defensive casting for.
Okay.
So I'll throw that onto Varg.
Works. Real thing. My token's over there. I can't see it now, so could you just put it there for now? It's okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let's see. Cure Serious is 3d8 points plus 15. Okay.
Is Emesua doing anything else?
She unfortunately can't tumble, so I'm going to have her 5-foot step back, and we'll have her progress a little bit further from him every turn.
Right.
That's my turn.
Varg.
Okay, let me just nick off a couple things. You 5-foot step me down into the right one, see if I can get within range of Meat Slick. I should be able to.
Not with a 5-foot, you can't.
I have a 15-foot reach. I'm measuring from the corner of his thing, and it says 15, so I don't know. Lower right corner, down to the thing. Says 15.
Yeah, and you're not square.
Everything is square.
That's how this works.
From this square, you cannot reach it. This is the way I've always been treating the large tokens.
Well, nothing for
Your
it.
corners are
we
not...
have to get rid of the Meat Slick. I mean, does anyone know before this Meat Slick?
The Jubilex and the Meat Slick act on the same initiative.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm gonna get over there. I don't care if I draw an AO now. Gotta get rid of that thing. Let me see if I have a way to stop that, though.
You could try tumbling. The
You're a
DC is
funny
only
man.
like 70.
No. I'll just move into exact range of the Jubilex and take his swing. I don't have a choice. No one else was able to get at it, and then we have to stop it.
Yep. Alright, so now that his unholy aura is out, he is suffering badly due to the dire prophecy.
It's a good thing we have that unholy Oregon now, considering how much that must have been doing.
Okay, you're moving 10 feet. He'll take both of his AOs.
Can't move. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, that's a hit. And I'll roll my reflex. That's not a hit. Victory!
Ha ha ha!
It's the little things. $34 is exactly what you need. Your armor and skin do not continue to boil away under his touch.
That could have gone so much worse. I'm so happy it didn't. Okay, I was forced to use a fucking move action, so I only get the one attack, so I have to stomp the meat slick.
He got 5 meat slicks. That should be the last one, right?
He'll keep making more forever.
Well, yes, but for now.
On the plus side, you now have the full force of mine and Emma's healing as long as Jubilex doesn't kill one of us somehow.
You should
Okay,
say
and,
things like that.
Since
I'm
I
just
can't
gonna
do
roll a
anything,
d20.
I can't do anything other than heal without breaking invisibility.
Does somewhere in the range of like 60, no, not 60, like
Yes,
40
that
something
hits.
AC?
Roll damage.
Yeah, I do need to actually roll on this guy.
You chomp the meat slick and it tastes delicious.
Nom 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 nom. Tastes like bacon. Do I heal?
Are you an ooze?
Maybe.
Maybe he can become part news just from eating
Are
it.
we playing Vampire the Masquerade?
Well, I don't have anything else I can do this turn, unfortunately. Actually, what was that thing's CR? I actually do need to know this.
4.
CR. Aw. I don't get Deadly Juggernaut. That's a pity.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for these things to be at least half our level in CR. I could get
No,
some
I
bonuses.
wouldn't. They'd be harder to kill.
Yeah.
I'm happy they die in one like stiff breeze. Yeah, I moved, I attacked. I can't do anything else, unfortunately.
Okay. Jubilex.
I like chew at the fucking thing that was meant for him, just like giving him a look. Mmm, tasty.
Alright, Jubilex is going to...
Draw IOLs like a bitch.
It's funny because he can't poof because of the dimensional anchor, and trying to run, will not
Does he
fun
have
for him.
mental anchor on him?
I thought you cast it.
No, because he had his true seeing turned off, I changed that to using greater invisibility. So he can still poof.
Alright, he is going to... 5-foot worm backwards.
He has entered the light. He is blind, period.
Yes, he would be blind if that was the only sense he had to worry about.
Yeah, no, I thought it was like blind sense or something.
Yeah, it won't impact anything at this point. Actually, no, it would still impact things at this point. I will continue to keep it an elusive secret then. Anyway, he's just 5-foot stepping because he is getting desperate, and he is going to full attack.
Makes sense.
Alright. Let's start with the filthy animal, Varg.
Hi, I'm a filthy animal.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
That misses. Even with a reduced
Excellent.
AC.
Emesua.
Oof.
Yeah, 46 hits her.
Yeah,
31 and save.
I'm really happy I put that acid thing up.
Yeah,
I wish
I
I had also put up every other kind, but I only have so many spells a day.
This was armor takes 23 damage after hardness.
That's broken then.
Okay. And Varg.
That'll hit. I will re-roll that using the power of 9 lives. That didn't work.
Still takes it.
Ouch.
Wow,
Hey, I got something to use at least.
what's this bugger's breach?
Retarded.
He's bigger
Varg,
than
your
Varg.
armor takes another 27.
That'll reduce it to 0, I believe. So it's 40 plus, 0. It's broke. It's never regenerate from being completely busted, though, which is hilarious, but yeah.
And for his last attack, he is going to attempt to localize a Corial on the assumption that he hasn't moved.
Which unfortunately is correct.
Butthole.
Let's see here. Oh dear. His perception is so good he can auto-pass it.
Oh,
Hmm.
lovely.
Wait a second. Can you 5-foot step through difficult terrain? Or at least can he?
That is an excellent. That is an
Yeah.
excellent point. No, he cannot, but it doesn't actually affect
I know, it doesn't
anything
actually
he's
matter,
doing.
but I know, I'm just... It came to mind, like, wait.
Yes. Anyways, he is going to swipe at where a Corial was
Duck!
and misses.
Hooray!
You get to live.
I like living.
Let's see here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He is out and not happy about it. Aislinn, who is not stunned anymore. Let me take that off her before you do anything.
Yes, I think she might just step away and heal herself.
She's still within his reach is the problem, so she has to 5-foot drip away and either use a hex or
She
something.
does have a healing hex.
That'll do.
So let's just do that before she gets deaded.
Yep.
Now the healing hex, how much does that do?
Yeah, use the major healing hex first.
I think that's the only one she has.
She has 2 different
Yes, she
healing
does.
hexes.
But yes, major healing, that's, yeah.
It's 3d8 plus her level of 20, so there you go. Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
tapped at 15, plus 15. One second.
Okay. That could have been better.
Ouch, yeah. Well, it doubles her hit points.
Yeah.
Does she have any swift actions she'd like to use?
I am not sure. Looking at her sheet. Can't you do as a swift? She has quick and spell, but now she prepares spells ahead of time, so let's just double check if she prepared any as quickened. I don't see any.
Doesn't looks like she did, Day.
Did what?
Prepared any spells as
Prepare
quickened.
anything quickened.
No, she doesn't really have the meta magic for that, and
She has quick and spell.
oh, well,
And I have seen her use it before, but I guess this last preparation she didn't.
So I don't think there is anything she can do as a swift.
she can cry like the rest of us.
I think that's a free action.
Not the kind of crying we're doing.
Oh, the heavy sobbing.
Of relief
Well,
and terror.
that's probably it then.
Okay. A Corial.
May I make a suggestion?
Varg took Bleh. Jubilex took a swipe at you, and it dug into the earth just inches from your feet.
I take offense to that being part of the earth right now.
Real quick, for the sake of lower your spell resistance, so remember, what's her name? The she who stalks and comes heal you. If it costs you anything to maintain it, don't maintain it this turn.
I have not been doing so for the last couple of turns, actually.
Okay,
So my current SR is 19.
Yeah, she's still a little troublesome, but she'll try because she can. Her heals are maximizing anyone who's not her, so she's gonna come over there and stick her hands in your butt, and hopefully that'll do something.
Thank you for that.
Well, that's what healing
Mental
is.
images. Everyone gets a mental image. You
Lovely.
get a mental image. You get a mental image.
Well, I'll assume she can still reach me if I do a 5-foot step.
Just to be within touch distance of you, so as long as you are.
As long as she can move to reach you, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a 5-foot step to the left, then.
Also, she doesn't know where you are. Unless she can
That's-
succeed on a perception.
Yes, that's kind of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if Jubilex can't hit me, I don't really need healing, but...
That's a theoretical, and you know it.
Yes. I really want to battering blast Jubilex, but I know if it hits and it actually succeeds in moving him, that kind of hinders you.
It won't.
No? Okay, let's go for it then.
Barg's reach is the entire red circle.
Yeah, let's just go for it then.
I don't think you're going to succeed on anything.
Probably
guy's
not,
full.
but...
This guy's
Well, plus
CMD must be completely retarded. I mean, my CMD is retarded, but his is like mega retarded because he's a ooze.
Plus, battering blast allows for SR, and I don't think Unholy Aura was giving him all his SR.
No, but there's not many things I can cast right now that don't allow for SR, so I'm just kind of using stuff.
Yep.
Although, actually, let's use it now. I'm going to use Dimensional Anchor, actually.
Okay.
Might as well try it. Let's just cast that.
40-foot radius, I believe. Don't draw one, just tell me where you want it centered.
On his stupid head.
Just put it right in the middle of him.
Roger that.
I'm just going to bring the stats really quick in case there's anything I've forgotten about with it.
And I believe that does offer a will save? Or, no, only when you try and teleport.
Yes. No, I don't see that, actually. No saving throw, just spell resistance.
Oh, am I thinking... Hold on, dimensional
When
anchor or
Aaliyah tried to-
dimensional lock?
Anchor.
Anchor, that's why I'm thinking the wrong thing.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by the radius, too, but I thought you just knew something I didn't. No, this is just...
Right,
it's
anchor is you target a single creature and prevent it from teleporting.
I will actually use that as a touch spell sent through the sword, though.
Perfect.
Just in case if I miss, I still have it. So I'm going to start hitting him and then roll SR after. Right, it's a +2 from the invis. I think
pardon me?
it's things that use sight. I forget if greater invisibility would...
Well, you'll assuming his true sight hasn't come back yet, you'll be targeting his flat-footed AC.
Right, yeah.
The problem is that is double digits.
Yeah, well...
Everything about this is double digits.
There's the
It's
first
down
one.
to one digit.
Oh,
I'd
that's
be
a lovely
fucking
attack.
Amazed.
33 hits. 37 hits.
On to the next one. Now lower BAB iteratives.
30 hits.
Christ.
Oh,
He was a really dodgy motherfucker.
41 hits.
Oh, that lets me use a swift action to cast a touch spell. How about that?
Explode on him.
Alright, so spell resistance for Dimensional Anchor. Lovely.
Blurp.
Blurp.
And what touch spell am I going to cast here? At this point I'm running out of touch spells, so let's just go for a Vampiric Touch.
Anything and everything else.
Yeah. It's spell resistance for that. Oh, hey.
Hey!
Nice.
So it's right. It deals damage, and you get it as temp HP.
Yes, I'm trying to just figure out what the max on that is.
Yep.
Okay, you cannot gain more than the subject's current hit points plus their constitution score, because that would kill them, so that's pretty obvious. Does 10d6, since I have that trait for it.
All right. First, let's deal all that weapon damage before the touch spell arrives.
And then I'll roll
You
the way
did
you want me to.
very nicely this time.
10d6.
That's what we're talking about.
All right, 31. Go ahead and gain it as temp HP.
Is there an option? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm slightly better in the realm of healing. That should be everything. That was a swift, so full attack and a move.
Mm.
From the 5-foot step, anyway.
Okay. Alia.
I'm just checking on something. Just 1 second.
You know, it's strange what you catch yourself doing with your hands whenever you're thinking about something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I put a soda bottle into a Pringles can, and I have no way of getting it out now.
Man.
I don't even know what I was doing.
Trying to put the cap back on, and unfortunately, the cap was a
Yes.
whole pop bottle.
It
And I
works.
put it in backwards, so I can't pull it out. There's nothing to grab.
That's when you get the hammer. You're a man.
I have a screwdriver. Let's try that.
It'll work.
Okay, awesome. That works for me. So I'm going to not sustain my current song. I'm going to cast Shadow Bard.
Okay.
The Shadow Bard is going to continue inspiring courage for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attempt to use Frightening Tune on Jubilex.
Alrighty
Ooh,
then.
scary. Dun
Boo.
dun dun. Ah, funny.
It screws him pretty bad if it works, so it's worth the shot, even though it doesn't have a very good DC.
Yeah, that's always the case.
So
You can
yeah,
always get a nat 20.
the
To
enemy
be
must be able
affected,
to
must
hear
be
the
within
bard.
30 feet, which you are. Each enemy
Because
in
he's a
range
square.
gets a will save. No, because that leading edge of him is close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can draw a slightly diagonal line from the edge that's kissing up against you, and it's still 30 feet.
Yeah, we're awfully close, me and Jubilex, right now.
You're best of buddies.
So yeah, the
If
the DC
if Alia
is
was 10 feet to the north, she wouldn't be in range.
Okay.
The DC for it is only 10 plus 9 plus 7, so 26.
Well,
But it's worth the shot.
Will save, DC 26.
Oh well. He's immune to it for 24 hours.
I think that's
Cool.
the best odds for a save against him you've had so far, though.
yeah.
The
Yeah, I
hexes
think
are
so.
saved
Oh,
27.
the hex. Yeah, the hexes were 27.
Yeah.
So yeah, I standarded and I starting the new song was a swift. So yeah, that's my turn. That Shadow Bard will keep going for another 19 rounds, I think.
Perfect. Alrighty. Amnarin the Overlayer. She can attempt to localize where Icorial went with a perception.
Not gonna bother. She doesn't have enough time. She doesn't have enough space. No.
Okay.
It's a got to get the thing done now situation.
Okay.
Okay, now where to put it?
Update. I jammed my screwdriver into the Pringles can and managed to extract the bottom.
Victory.
Excellent.
There are now many holes in the Pringles can, but this is not a problem when the Pringles have already been eaten.
Yes.
Victory.
So why didn't you just make a hole in the bottom of the Pringles can and then drink through that?
Because that requires far too much logic.
Also did make the whole thing soggy and fall apart pretty quickly.
Yes, also I wanted to stab it with a screwdriver.
For revenge.
Also because I've never done that before. I don't think many people have
Or
stabbed
Stampede
Pringles
bouncing around this room. Be funny though.
just more insanity. It can't hurt at this point. You can't go half insane when the rest of us are going full insane. Just leads to failure.
Never go full nut job. What's she doing?
I'm trying to figure it out because there's a lot she can do and both not a lot she can do.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, what's this do? Yeah, I'm right. He has true seeing. Fuck, that won't work.
Not anymore, does it?
Well, yeah, he doesn't anymore. Well, he has some other way of seeing us without with his eyes, because he's technically blind if he needed his eyes. He's clearly not blind, so. Well, she saw it once, so. And she needs to save what healing she has. Cold on herself.
Alrighty. Not an imprudent idea.
So it's 30 points of resistance if you're curious.
Okay.
Resist 30 cold. Alright, and that's her turn because she can't do anything else.
Emesua.
Yeah, I wish I knew what this guy's reach was.
Fuck that.
Well, I know it's
She's
at least
within it.
20 because he was hitting me.
It's at least 20, yes.
Okay. Emma's going to take a withdrawal action.
Okay.
Everyone huddle behind Varg in the wall.
Emma goes into withdrawal and draws 1 AOO.
Could have been worse.
She could have just moved and taken 2, and he rolled minimum damage.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Absolute minimum
Oh yeah, her armor was
damage.
broken, wasn't it? So yeah, that actually does hit though.
Okay.
And 19.
And a reflex. Yeah, he's not getting through the energy resist, the energy absorption this fight. Unless he starts exploding with acid.
Okay, she has no more armor, and I don't think she's carrying a shield, is she?
I don't believe so. No, she's not.
Okay, so her armor was completely eaten away, it's not just broken?
That would have done it, yeah. Wait, she's taken... Oh no, she had 24, so she's taking 23 every time. She still has 1 on it.
Okay. So, yep, this last attack will destroy her armor.
Do.
Gargantuan butthole.
At least it's not so
Oh, I'm
expensive
sorry,
in the grand
colossal
scheme.
butthole. Because I'm gargantuan. And he's bigger.
Well, I can fix it later, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's still fixable, it's just really dinged.
Unlike some attacks that do this, this one does not say that items are permanently destroyed if they are reduced to
Hooray.
0. Now, if he was recklessly casting
Disintegrate.
disintegrate all over the place,
Actually, I don't think make whole helps. I'm pretty sure I can bring back the chainmail, but it won't have any of its magical properties. So it's cheaper to just buy new chainmail.
Here's a new shirt. Oh no, my T-shirt.
oh, yep. Damaged but not destroyed objects can be repaired with craft and make whole or mending. Destroyed cannot. Bard's
make whole-
armor and Amisua's is gone.
Mine regrows.
Make whole can bring back the item itself, but it can't restore its magical properties unless you have twice that item's caster level.
Mine very specifically states it can just regrow itself. As long as I have something left, I'll bury it, and it just takes longer. Like, a lot longer. Like, I'll see you guys in a couple days.
Okay, I'm removing that from her character sheet then. We'll have to buy her some stuff when we get back to town. I was planning on spending the rest of my money on her anyway, so.
That was his Tayo MSWay used to withdraw, so next turn.
Yes, next turn, but no. Greenwood, if fully destroyed, does not continue
Really?
to repair
Aw.
itself.
That's just lame. That was expensive, too. Fuck you, Jubilex.
All the more reason to kill him.
I already had plenty of reason. I only have like 3 damn reasons.
Varg,
Well, I'm gonna fucking crush you out of existence. Come here, you.
you shall take your revenge. Well, you shall have it.
Okay. Eat a dick. I just critted you.
Yep. Roll to
So-
confirm before you move on to claws.
I'm gonna dance on your grave. Oh, that didn't work. Oh well, I'll accept it.
Ooh.
Hey, one's happened. I got a 20. I'll live with it.
Yeah.
Okay, Varg, don't bother typing.
I want to keep stomping on him.
I know what your minimum damage is.
Well, one of those was double, so fuck you, Jubilex. I'm gonna take that crystal and stomp on it.
Varg tears into Jubilex's mass once more, this time shattering that
you,
whole
you
part of the
stupid
middle
piece
of his
of crap.
body, and the whole mass just suddenly slooshes as horrible, stagnant water in all directions, and you hear the very earth begin to shake and rumble all around you. The Varg looks down at one of those loose eyes in Jubilex's body that are still turning and twisting around, and he stomps it flat. And you guys hear the very earth begin to crumble and moan around you.
Time to leave. But now.
Okay, I can't help it. I put this as an example of the character. Are we still in initiative order?
Aislinn,
Okay then.
I think Emma's probably going to save herself. I assume the dimensional anchor's gone.
Dimensional anchor only affected him, and it didn't even get through his spell.
not the
No,
anchor. The
He had one that was stopping me from escaping.
yes. That.
If you guys are willing, if you guys really want to get out of here, we could just cast a shadow walk and get back to the surface that way.
Is
How long does that
Dimension Door
take?
in range of the surface, I wonder? Because we're going in initiative order. Aishin has Dimension Door prepared.
She wouldn't even. That'd be way too. I don't know if she'd risk it. I mean, we don't know how far we fell.
That's true.
And we only know like one part of the tower.
So I guess delay till everyone's together, then shadow walk out.
Be smart, I
Yeah,
suppose.
everybody's got to get within range of me. I need to be able to touch you.
Okay, then delay for Aishlin. Is there anything left of that crystal?
it shredded to pieces and is
Bark stomped
indistinguishable
into
from
pieces
the water
repeatedly,
now.
like he's still stomping on them.
Damn it, I wanted to look at that.
You can look at
something
what's
tells
left.
me
which
Jubilex
will be
can't
nothing.
be destroyed so
You
easily.
could-
But
You could search for a few pieces if you like.
I'm really tempted. I use it as an example of the character. You'd stay in a tower just to learn about it.
You want to die? That's your business.
Yes, Aishan is getting ready to leave. How long would it take to search? Well, obviously I don't know until I find something, but
A cursory search will give you 1 perception check, and it will take D4 rounds.
fuck it,
while
let's just
the
get out
earth
of
is
here.
trembling around,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Agoriel.
The world ends. You decide. I want a piece of it.
I want to know what he was made of.
yeah,
He was
as
made
long
of
as
blob and dead.
as long as everyone can get within reach range of Varg, we can chain it.
Alia, you're good where you are. She who stalks. Everybody form a chain of hands. Mesua is in reach. Varg is himself.
Grab my tail.
All right.
Adventure.
Now, you are attempting Shadow Walk.
Yep, and that one's nice because it's not a teleportation spell.
It is a extra-dimensional travel, however.
Oh boy.
Now we're on
Alia.
the plane of acid again.
I still want to know how it's an illusion.
You think you're
Yeah,
there, but you're not.
that is really weird how Shadow Walk is illusion school.
They pass out, something comes and takes them somewhere else while they're just hallucinating about being there.
Yep.
Yeah, at very least
The
that should be
doppelgangers
like
get you.
transmutation with the shadow attribute. Anyway, Alia, you cast the spell and begin to phase out when you realize that Varg is not moving with you. He might be left behind if you let the spell finish.
That's a character choice. I will let you make your choice as you will.
He is the only one within coverage of the lock.
Would anyone else be aware of this, or only Alia?
Only Alia. She's the one
It's
casting
in
the spell.
it's like it's that instant moment where you have that second where you can't bring him. Like it's like you have this one.
I'm trying to determine what's within the new Alia's character here.
Wait, did I already cast that? I don't know if I marked these off. It's bugging me.
Because as I've hinted at, new Alia has never been in love with Varg,
Mm-hmm.
and
This is a true thing.
And he is a worshiper of an evil god.
Also true.
But he did also just kill Jubilex. Okay, I'm going to stop it and tell
I know
them that we're
I
going
know I
to move
cast these.
further
I must
away.
have not marked them off for some reason.
Okay, everybody, we got to
Yes.
get out into the water before I can cast this.
Do you still
Okay.
have the spell after canceling it?
You could always just. I don't know if you can, but technically I come after you, so delay. I turn into my normal self. That's smaller, not in those range anymore. Problem solved.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, let's do that.
If I was going to shrink down anyway, regardless, because he has a heal spell he wants to use.
Varg,
Been
get
saving
smaller if you want to get out of here.
He does so. I'm just going to throw this out because Varg has been saving this for one of those days. Hey, really? Yeah. 150. Boink. He reaches out, grabs hold of Aaliyah. She heals. And they all go poof, I think.
Let's
whatever
walk
it
into
is
the
it looks like.
shadow.
Bye, Shirt Skin. Thanks for the help. Don't worry.
Goodbye,
I can't
they're
hurt as
subtle.
much
They
as you
can deal
think.
with themselves. Those two animated skeletons off in one corner will feel lonely for a few seconds. So you're all right, Alia.
If you see
You
Nimblin on
attempt
the
to
way
drag
back,
everyone
say
into
I'm
the
sorry.
shadows once more.
Oh, the fun thing about Shadow Walk is you don't have to have a dimension ahead of time, destination ahead of time. Let's just walk up towards the surface and get a vague sense of what's going on, since you can faintly see the material plane from in here.
Depending on how long it's been, my tornado is either still trying to hump this tower into submission, or it's gone.
I feel the tower might be collapsing, so it probably won.
Yeah, and there you go.
All right, you successfully phase into the plane of shadow partially, and are moving through the earth upwards. You as soon as you get into that big open cavity in the what's name in the middle of the between the tower above and the ground below, you can see already that the whole tower is shaking and crumbling.
Best not stand under here.
Yeah, let's not be in tower at all. We'll just leave.
We don't know that none of this is shadow stuff, so let's not stand here.
Yeah, it's cool. I imagine it's still snowing or blizzarding rather.
Normally I'd like to walk up to the ship, but the spell doesn't give you fine enough control over your movement for that. So let's get to the edge of the valley.
Yep.
All right.
Avoid lakes of ooze if possible. Probably not, but I'm allowed to ask.
Yeah, you can still see. You can't make out details of the terrain you pass over, but you can. This is not a detail. You can tell that entire living lake moat that filled this valley around the tower, more than 3/4 of it is now on fire.
Lol.
We're
Awesome.
talking of fire with the surface area numbered into square miles.
I leave for 2 minutes and everything's on fire. God damn it.
I think I'm fine with ooze being on fire.
You sense that you're approaching the edge of the mountains. To the which direction did you go? North, south, east, west?
Let's go out the way we came. I think that was to the west.
Back to the west. Okay. Alrighty. And how far do you want to go from the valley before you try and phase out back to reality?
I guess when we're fairly sure there's rock and not ooze beneath us.
Well, yeah. Well, let's go back to where we were. Well, try to go back to where we were overlooking this when we came in here in the first place.
That's good plan. We'd recognize it, or at least the vague shape of it.
Yeah. So that was.
Alrighty.
That rock looks familiar. Really hiding underneath that.
That should be doable, and we can signal our ships from there too.
Mm-hmm. Through the blizzard.
Okay, you managed to accurately come out of the plane of shadow above ground, and are thus you land only you pop out in the low brush at the foothills of the mountains east of the valley, and you can it looks like there isn't any more fire falling from the sky, but there is enough bright red illuminated smoke in this in the valley that you can see the outline of the tower as it begins to collapse in on itself and crumbles to the ground. After a few minutes and the cacophony you would expect from that, it is nothing but a smoldering pile of obsidian, few hundred feet wide and 100 tall, in the middle of the valley.
Fark gives a very exhausted, ragged cheer, and then sort of just lays back on his his bottom, takes out his wineskin, shoves it in his face, and refuses to acknowledge anybody.
Why do all of our vacation destinations end up imploding?
Why do they all suck?
Applause. Applauding for the collapsing of the tower.
I gave a ragged cheer. I'm getting drunk.
How long has it been since we entered the tower, by the way? I don't know if I'm still in elemental.
Let's see. The combat lasted less than 10 rounds, full rounds, meaning so I cast about 7. So that's about a little over half a minute. So it'd probably take us like 20-30 minutes to make that full distance, considering how big the fucking lake is.
Yeah, I'll be back to normal then.
So if it's a minute and a level, it's probably off, is what I'm saying.
Considering you
Technically
can
level,
walk
maybe.
around, considering you can walk around the planet with Shadow Walk in 24 hours, it's probably only been a couple minutes.
Well, there it is. Well, the battle basically took a minute, and it took us a minute to get into the fight, so go from there.
It's probably been something close to Yeah, it's probably been something close to 14 minutes since you guys cast your 10-minute duration spells at the mountain peak and flew in at high speed. Those would have ended sometime during your shadow walk back out.
I casted this right as we landed from the tornado. It's a minute per level, so still going. Okay.
I will point
Yes.
out that it's fucking awesome. I used a low-level spell to make a tornado. I feel like a badass.
Yeah, that was nice. So we just killed an ex-god sort of being.
Yeah, an aspect of death at least. Demon Lord, definitely. I expect a kingdom. The whole kingdom. Don't know what I do with it, but I expect
I
it.
expect only the safety of my people.
You think
I
too
expect
small.
access to all those things the Mages Guild have.
It's
I
fucking
want
better.
all of their libraries. Give them to me now.
And the food. All the food.
Well, in this...
And a new
in
set of
this-
fucking armor.
And maybe
In
a
the-
title higher than Countess.
I'll take
in
that
the
too.
pitch black midnight and smoke-filled sky, you can't see any sign of the airships.
Someone throw up a damn flare. You want me to throw up a flare? I mean, my idea of a flare is like a tornado, essentially.
What
so...
do I have left? I can do light.
You're still on the feast chamber map, so if you still have a spell manager open, you can still use it.
I do not, I believe.
All right, 1 second. I'll move everyone to loot and inventory. Oh, and I need to take Vargas and Rex too.
Perhaps they will promote me to Duchess.
But do you really want to have the same rank as Jonathan Archer?
I want to have everything like Jonathan Archer.
I want to be Jonathan Arthur. No.
If there was one Starfleet captain, I would be like, it's Jonathan Archer.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. I got a thing for it. Varg will just do this in the air. The old big fucking flare.
Careful you don't hit anything with that.
Yeah, it's just high in the air. It's rubs off.
He makes stupid plans and he's completely hypocritical, yet everything works out for him.
I mean, I could cast a lightning bolt if you want.
No, I think a sunburst will do it. It's really big, flashy, really easy to see. And it's basically harmless to anything that's not like dead or fungus, which clears the air. Good for us.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that can act as a flare is the thing.
I like to think a sunburst is a flare. Like, ooh, we are here.
I could send out a dirge of the victorious knights into the air and see if they
I'll take
catch
that.
it.
I'll take that just because we won. Okay.
Yeah, victory.
Sure, we'll send out a dirge of victorious knights flying high into the air on their Pegasuses, I guess.
That'll work. Hey, that'll tell them, hey, look what happened. We won. Go us.
You guys all sit down to breathe heavy after the
Varg does not offer anyone some of his booze. It's his booze. He's drinking his booze. He
after
earned
the
his
trials
booze.
just within and the madcap jog to get back out. No one was
Damn it.
quite willing to trust the fact that they were incorporeal.
Damn it, I
Nope.
just realized. I could have stayed and looked for some of those pieces of Jubilex. I'm an Earth Elemental. I don't care if Earth falls on me.
I slap you upside the head for good purposes. Just based on everything.
Well, you can always go back.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
We'll wait for you.
Later.
Varg gives you a simple look. We have encountered pieces of things before. You don't want to touch it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to feel my hands properly. I don't know if I've ever felt my hands properly.
I can't,
Also,
imagine how
I
that
can't taste
tasted, by the
anything.
way.
I can't taste anything.
Well, I better
That's
hope that's
making
not
me
permanent.
miserable. I hope it's not. I'm trying to get drunk so I can figure out if I can or not.
Oh, that heal also actually
not
cured my
working.
disease. Thank you, Varg.
You're welcome.
Alright, I
I
forget
just
if I'm
realized
cured of
that.
that disease or was just suppressed.
It's suppressed. We need
Yeah,
to cure it.
Yeah, we can throw off heals to cure it tomorrow.
That was just the one I had prepared today, and I needed it off somebody who was the most hurt, and you looked pretty dead.
Tink.
Yeah, all of
what would
all of
Tink-
them is heals. Heal slots were used for greater rust.
Varg is looking over the shattered pieces of his old armor, like this basically new armor, and it's just like, oh god damn it.
Elves, humans, what's the difference besides one is vastly superior to the other?
I forgot to type oid. Anyway.
Hold on.
Yes, something went tink at your feet.
Well, let's see what that was then.
Was it
Okay, who's
Tinkerbell?
lowest? Okay.
You search the ground around you, and you notice that you notice in your cloak there was a little fold and tear, and apparently a little shard of something softly glowing blue got caught on you. In fact, you'd bet Varg was full of those too if he was if he hadn't shifted out of his crocodile form while still in the cave.
Well, I'm taking a look at this thing.
There will be time for it.
Well, I honestly don't know if I can touch it right now, if it's going to kill me if I do.
That's what knowledges are for.
Yes.
I'm going to assume it's an Arcana thing. Why can't anything ever be
Yes.
engineering?
Because it's not a building?
Or math.
I'll jack of all trades that. I'll get a 42.
None of you have the faintest idea what a greater demon might be made of. But when
Mr. White, you can heal
Icorial leans
31.
down to when Icorial leans down to just try and flip it over with a piece of rock, he notices that it's got a unearthly cold aura coming off of it.
Unless
Ooh,
it was immune,
that sounds like
immune to
something Emma
cold,
could use
right?
as an item. Yeah, that sounds like something Emma could use as a dagger.
I'm gonna just stab you with this. It's a piece of a god. Stab, stab, stab. Oh, if that was immune to cold, you can go pick it up.
It's
Yeah, let's have-
it's about the size of someone's thumb.
Kind of small.
She can use it as a push pin.
Oh, don't
Hey,
mind me.
look.
I'm just sewing magical artifacts.
What would happen
Don't
if I tried
mind
to
me.
pick
I'm
it
just
up
gonna
with the
take out
mage
my
hand?
mythical god forged letter opener.
Emma will pick it up and then be pissed off that her armor was destroyed and she doesn't have pockets anymore.
Would anything happen to her if she picks it up, is the question.
Well, I'm going to have her pick it up. We'll see. But she doesn't have any pockets, so she's pissed.
Okay.
I have pockets, but I'm still pissed.
1 second.
They didn't break my shield. That's a plus, but still, fuck him.
All right. Emma picks it up, and it's
Wild armor's fucking
like,
expensive.
it's cold to the touch, like as cold as that blast that came off of Jubilex when Varg exposed his core. But it's handleable to someone immune to it.
Anyone want to throw Arcana at the cold thing a lot? Because I don't have anything to offer on that front.
Well, we
Everyone
already
did
tried.
just stand around and I don't know, what does this do? It
Anyone
doesn't
wanna take a
seem to
rock
give
to it?
off any visible magical aura. It's just incredibly cold.
Interesting.
It is at this point you hear a very distant call of someone shouting up above you.
Bard looks up. You want me to go get it, or do you want
You know,
to?
I bet if we wove that into an alloy for a spear, it would do cold damage.
Thank you for the obvious. I'm gonna go find out what the yelling's about.
Good to mention
Bard
for a
gets
subship
up,
ship, I
scratches
suppose.
himself, thinks a moment, tries to figure out what would be least aggressive, turns into the world's biggest fucking dove, and flies upwards.
The blood-stained, ichor-covered dove of peace
Yes.
flaps gently up into the air and doesn't have to go far through the smoke coming off of the lake of ooze before you spot the Lutzer descending slowly over the group of you.
He flaps aboard, lands, turns into himself, and goes, "That was the hardest thing ever done by anyone ever."
What,
How high of a
finding
flare
you
is it?
guys? That flare was pretty bright.
No.
You
Punching Jubilex
recognize
in
the
the
old
face.
captain of the Lutzer who comes down off the poop deck.
You're not dead?
Let me know when it's visible to us on the
How long do
ground so I
humans
can
live again?
dimension door us up there.
I'm just gonna fly up there.
Varg pokes his head over the thing and like waves at you guys and like informs that basically where you are more specifically. So if you want a proof. Regardless, if Varg does, sees the captain, greets him like normal and says, "Well, we killed Jubilex."
Ah.
What'd
I'm
you do?
I'm not 100% sure which one you were, but I suppose the right question is, did it taste good?
No.
Alright, let's mention to everyone up there.
In fact, I don't think I have a
The
word
Lutzer
strong enough in
descends
any
low enough to
language
be
to
seen from
communicate
the
that.
ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly up and have Emma greater teleport herself.
Nation will just fly as well.
Alright, then everyone can just fly up. I still have a
Emerald will
flight.
turn into a bird and just, yeah.
Well, you, I suppose you lot are still the owners. Where to? You've got some back pay to sort out.
Yes, we do. Tell you what. How about we go pick up the money we're owed for killing the god of poisonous death, and then we'll pay you. Because I can't feel any of my extremities.
The cabin's still where it used to be.
Alrighty. Take course to,
I believe it was Craigstown that owes us the money.
well, Sunalana is where we went to, like, get everything organized. Which one's closer? Sunalana and Barely, I think.
Well, everything's been being the Circle. Yeah, the Circle C Alliance has been being managed out of Sealanan for a while.
Okay. Off to
Sea Alanin
Alanin then.
Actually, don't they have a bunch of airships in the air? Shouldn't they be around somewhere where we can just, like, pull up next to them and start demanding things? Titles, land, bitches.
Mr. Helmsman to Alanin.
Aye, sir.
I'm going to prestidigitation up myself a nice pirate hat.
Well, at least we have our ship back. What'd you do for 6 goddamn years?
Lots of trading.
What'd you trade?
They're souls.
Mostly our dignity.
I'm assuming a Mestua doesn't want to just hold it the whole time. I'm going to spend my time holding that piece of Jubilex in front of me with a mage hand and staring at it.
Hoping to somehow gain insight.
Pretty much.
If it starts corrupting your soul, I'm throwing you overboard.
I can fly. I'm not sure how well that would work.
I never said your head would be attached.
Oh, lovely.
I could weave it into new armor for Emma, so anyone who touches her gets cold damage.
I'm sure you can. Let's take it to someone with heavy magic. They can figure it out so we don't, like, kill ourselves with it.
Yeah, probably the best idea.
Let's juggle it over the edge of the ship.
Alrighty. The airship set sail back for Sealanan, and when dawn rises the next day, you can see that it is traveling amongst a flotilla of several others, presumably sent from the Circle C Alliance.
One moment.
The ships communicate to each other using signal lamps and Morse code. Much cheaper than keeping a bunch of mages on deck.
Someone signal that Jubilex is dead and we're awesome.
Ooh, I always wanted to learn how to use the Aldous lamp. That could come in handy sometime. Note to self for my next level up language.
And let's see here. Sealanan is... go figure. It is just becoming sunset once again as the flotilla passes over Ketlir and several of the airships split off to land there, and the Lucher and one other make their way to Sialanen, arriving in the middle of the night, where you're greeted by a few scholars of the university who are there to escort you back to quarters, and Anorum will certainly make time to see you in the morning.
I want a
And
parade.
Norum?
Sorry. Ephraim Elir, not Anorum.
I was very confused for a moment
Yes. Sorry.
Enorum cast true resurrection on himself.
He's all
In
right.
the last moment. No. Ephraim. That's that's my own damn fault for naming 3 different NPCs with E names.
But yeah, Varga is looking at these scholars and says very clearly, I want a parade and a statue and a lot of other things, but that'll do to start. I'm going to bed. And he will then march off to his quarters, go in his bed, and sleep. Like a
Can't
rock.
say I've ever met any of you, but I want every single book of magical theory you have, and to talk with anyone who knows how to use it.
I
We
have
start
no
handing out
social
the mere gopher who you have turned to quails in terror and scuttles off before you can finish your sentence.
Is it too much to ask for competent help these days?
Yes.
Off to bed, tired.
I wish only for the safety of this world. My reward has been given already.
Cool, I'll take your reward that she's not taking.
Yeah, I want half of it.
That doesn't mean you can take my stuff, dudes.
Are you sure?
You don't seem to want it.
I said I don't need any for the reward. I didn't say I wouldn't take one if it was offered.
Oh, okay.
Technicalities at their best.
Hail
You lot
Apsu.
you lot find it difficult to sleep in any later than if there were a clock tower in sight of your quarters in the upper levels of the university. There certainly can't see one, but probably from the position of the sun around 9 bells, the city begins getting very loud. The squares everywhere are full of cheering people. Even the relatively restrained older generation of elves are partaking in the celebrations in the streets.
Please tell me the wine flows like water.
The water flows like wine.
I'll take it. I get up to go
The water
celebrate.
is
I'm
wine.
fucking king of the world today.
Ew, what's
Yeah,
in the
looks-
water?
Great.
Mostly wine.
I'm
There's
gonna
too
go.
much water
Varg
in my
gets up
wine.
as soon as he starts hearing celebrations, wakes himself up with a good slap to the face, and gets out to be king of the world for a day. Because goddamn it, I slew a god. I'm gonna go be important for a day.
There is a whole team of people from the university who have been sent into the moats around the castle at the north end of the city to begin casting purify food and drink on the moat to make more wine.
Hooray!
Need more booze. I'm not even gonna remember today.
You know what? That sounds fun. For once, I'm going to go with Varg somewhere.
Let's go get really, really schnockered.
I'll follow along. Prestidigitation.
Are you guys
came out-
coming? Let's go just get stupid drunk.
Turn on overland flight. Gonna look all fancy floating along the ground.
I'm fancy just by being me.
Well, yeah, you ate Jubilex. I think you're fine.
Damn right. I'm gonna bring that one up in every tavern I go to, and I'm going to every tavern.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's gonna buy you a drink.
Better. I'm not paying for a damn thing in this
there
town
is-
ever again.
There is one small piece of, so to speak, paperwork that I unfortunately need to interject into this. What are you guys doing with that shard?
Let's just
where
march up
where
to
are
the
you
school.
keeping
Go.
it? Like,
This
is
is a
it
piece
just
of
in a
Jubilex.
Coil's pocket or something?
I say we give Emma a belt pouch so she has a pocket and let her carry it for now.
Okay.
That sounds fine to me.
Yeah,
She
we'll
was the
go
only one
deal
immune
with
to
like
cold.
figuring out what it actually is once we've done celebrating for the day, because we deserve at least one day of pure celebration.
Hey,
Alrighty.
Varg, I had this strange dream where I was tortured and then I was on fire. And you
That
were
happened.
there. And Julius was there.
That also happened. That was happening. I need to go find Amithra. Come with me. Come on, let's go find her and get drunk with her, because we got a lot of backstory to fill you in on.
Who?
It just trusts me on this one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you can
Yep.
come to and figure it out.
Yeah, why not?
Where's the booze? There it is. Hello, booze. I missed
Shortly
you.
before noon, a series of messengers from the university managed to catch up with you guys.
I'm currently on a mountain of kegs, trying to figure out which ones are empty and which one aren't. I can no longer tell.
Poke a hole in one. If stuff starts coming out, put your mouth to it.
He's been trying to do that, but he lacks the coordination.
The various of you, sirs, ma'am, we
Who's the fungus?
How much booze can I drink before I get drunk? What are the rules on this?
One per con point, one drink essentially, like a pint, and every pint after that, fortitude save DC goes up per drink.
Awesome.
Sirs,
Wait, I
we-
can chug back 18 drinks before I even start to get drunk?
Yep, before you start to get buzzed. Yep.
That is broken.
Well, Var could go through 21. So what do you want from me?
What a waste of money. Sorry, go on, messengers.
We're bitching about how booze takes forever to work. Damn it, being all powerful is hard. Booze takes forever.
Somehow, I don't think I'm going
Wait
to
a
get
minute.
drunk,
Aren't-
considering I
wait.
like to cast Disintegrate so much.
Aren't druids immune to poison?
I'm not. What's a noon?
I thought noon already passed.
Isn't it already, dude?
What even is noon? Arbitrary time given out by a bunch of mages.
I take offense to that.
Good.
I take offense to that.
Double good. I've had victory. Noon is just another way to control you, man. Down with the mageocracy.
No. Don't make me cast Zone of Silence on you.
I'll just move. What does Anorum fucking or Ephraim or whoever the hell it is want anyway? And at that point, Varg sort of acknowledges their existence by asking what the fuck they want.
I assume to hunt wabbits.
Is it the end of the world again? Because if it isn't, I'm seriously tempted to tell him he'll jump off a bridge.
If you mention urgency when Jubilex is dead, you're making me kind of worried here.
I'm not. I forgot which way was down.
The one where
that's
your
the
feet
direction
are.
you fall.
Oh, hello?
There we go.
What happened there?
I think the Mumble server restarted.
Yeah, well, alright then.
That's fun.
All right.
Well,
I
so-
will follow the good messenger man.
I'll gladly follow him if you tell me where the University Pavilion is.
I didn't get what he said. What did he say?
Ephraim should like to see you at the University Pavilion at noon. It's a
Is it
matter of some
noon?
urgency, sirs.
What's a noon? We're fine. It gets up. Tankards roll away. Half-eaten chickens and other detras. And he just sort of stumbles to the left, stumbles to the right, hits a wall, and manages to get himself outside. Someone's going to have to
Luckily,
lead
I'm not
Varg in
quite
the correct
drunk
direction
yet.
because he can't quite see which direction is that way. He hasn't stopped drinking since he woke up, so.
The messengers get the three of you back together and lead you towards the pavilion. And just as you enter the square, the whole city goes dead silent.
Oh,
I got something on my
lovely.
face. I like feeling my face. Wait, what's this thing? Oh, that's my nose.
And the moment as the crowd turns to see you guys enter the cleared passage of road through the square up to the pavilion of the university is kind of ruined by Varg burping and stumbling a little.
I'm still holding like a can of like beer, like swill back now and then, just like, yep.
I will float along imperiously, looking down my nose at everyone.
Okay.
If you're looking down your nose at me, I'm chucking the fucking beer at you.
Varg,
There's more
there's
where it came
about
from.
I don't
Varg,
think I
there's
actually do
about
that.
11,000 eyes centered on you three.
Hello. I ate Jubilex.
Better hope that doesn't give you any digestive problems.
That's what I'm hoping for, but I think the booze is killing him.
A nearby elf faints at the scent of your breath.
Well, now today's just become awesome.
Make a wave towards the crowd.
Lazy wave. Okay, let's get their butts up in there.
As you reach the pavilion at the foot of the university, you figure this crowd must have assembled, and those decorations on the pavilion must have been put here after you left. And there are 4 huge plain white tapestries covering the wall in front at the front of the university.
Huh. I guess we'll all get up on there in our like respected position, Star Wars style. I'll make the Wookiee roar. Don't worry.
Ephraim is standing there, and he gestures you take stand with him.
Do so.
Float on up there.
And, well, because of what crowd he's speaking to, Ephraim turns to the rest of the crowd and shouts out something joyous sounding in Elven.
Well, I know what he said.
I speak Elven.
Someone translate for me. I'm too drunk to understand anything.
I don't think you'd understand even if we translated it.
Probably not.
Varg is the only person here who doesn't speak Elven.
Awesome.
Or understand it in some capacity, because Amesua has constant which languages?
She
Comprehend or
has true
tongues?
speech.
True speech. So
Yeah, she has the supernatural ability, true speech.
Ephraim cries out to the crowd, "The corruptor is destroyed!" And there is a great resurgence from the crowd.
Varg licks his jaw.
And the tapestries fall from the wall behind you, leaving 4 very stylized, you'll give it that, representations of you guys. And in the background, filled in around you, are many other faces of Amesua and She Who Stalks, of Nimblin, and of Captain Kendron Lee of the Luteshire.
Nimblin got a painting.
Well, this painting of him is about 11 foot tall, but never mind that.
I think he'll appreciate it. I need to get him to go see it.
Which
Varg,
version of me
you-
is in the painting?
the current one. Varg, you do have a little trouble recognizing yourself, as they appear to have disaccentuated some of your stronger lizard man features.
They made you look pretty.
Only enough to,
Not scare small children.
yes. You know,
fine.
the eyes are circular, and there is no evidence of a forked tongue.
I look at my jaw again. Elves just don't paint so good. That they're all blind. Well, I have trouble seeing. He looks at Ikoria. Like, you have trouble seeing or something?
Only when I look at you.
Alright. Guess
Varg,
green is, colorblind.
I think it's a handsome picture, Varg.
No, thank you. Yours looks nice too.
Not that it's hard to improve on it.
Varg fails to hear that. He's drunk.
Yep.
And doesn't care.
And I think
Varg.
we're all glad for that.
Fort save. Varg, you lean back to take in the magnificence of your mural and find yourself laying flat on your back.
Oh.
Alright, let's get you up before the crowd. We don't need that much embarrassment.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
I taste butterflies.
Without eating them? Impressive. And Ephraim ushers Varg up and gestures the lot of you to head into the university.
He shrugs and follows. Is there gonna be booze and food in there?
I'm gonna follow slightly behind Varg so I can grab him if he falls again.
Let me get crushed by him if he falls again.
And you hear the celebrations return to the general directionless, boisterous festivities outside.
I want a princess. I don't know why.
Only 7 people were trampled to death in these festivities so far.
That's pretty impressive. Then again, it is an elf festivity. Kind of mellow.
If you think people will stab each other in the face over an Xbox One, you haven't seen what they do when a world corruptor gets destroyed.
100 D100.
It was a lot, though.
5 D100.
I'll get to it. Ephraim leads you guys into a meeting room and gestures you to sit down, and sits down himself.
Varg sits, glad as a chair, and looks around for booze and food.
I will float in the air, sitting on a non-existent chair.
I'll sit. Why not?
As is my type.
Ephraim wipes his eyes and tries to rub some feeling back into his face. You suspect he's been hitting the wine as well.
Lightweight.
Well,
you did just collapse.
You heard me.
Lightweight, Varg mumbles from the floor, face down. Well, here we are.
Told you we'd win.
Yes, you said that. Have you any idea how much effort it took on my behalf to keep everyone here believing that?
I don't know. I could spit up a piece of him.
I've seen what you've been drinking. There's none of him left in you.
I don't know. He was a stubborn fucker.
We do still have a piece of him in some
That's actually
fashion.
true. We actually have something of him.
Yeah, Ephraim's face goes shock white at that.
Stop panicking.
Wherever Amessu is.
She was following not far behind you guys.
Then in her pocket.
Yep. It's
Ephraim,
really cold. Don't touch it.
Ephraim gestures her to wait and calls for someone. Gives an orderly some orders, and they come back with a delicately carved silver plate that they place on the table, and Ephraim gestures you to prefer the piece.
Arg waves his
Sure.
arm. Go ahead.
Okay, she puts it down for them.
We looked at it when we found it, but didn't really figure anything out.
Yep, no conclusions. Just that it's cold and we hate it. I wanted to stomp on it repeatedly.
Yeah, Ephraim looks at it on the on that silver plate, which you begin to realize that the etching and patterning around its perimeter is not decorative. It's a magic circle of some kind. Well, I don't know what to make of it, but I'm sure we'll have to make sure there's no more of this just sitting out anywhere where anyone could find it.
Arg points his finger. If there is any, it's at the bottom of the collapsed tower where we fought him, like way deep in the ground. 2, that piece was part of something inside Jubilex's big squishy body, and I stomped it a lot, and that's what's left. But before I stomped it the first time, it exploded in cold and really, really cold. I
I believe you, and am
Better.
even more surprised that you're still speaking. Are you okay down there?
Who are you?
Oh, well, we certainly don't want this to fall into a wrong set of hands, so I'll get this into the archives immediately. Now, much to my honest surprise, I have to actually consider remuneration for you people.
I don't want to go to the moon.
You have to
That's not what
excuse
that
him. I think
means,
he
dummy.
deserves being drunk after eating Jubilex.
Point taken.
By the way, I sort of would like to go to the moon. That sounds fun.
Devising a spell to let you breathe up there could be an interesting idea.
Oh,
I
it's
want a
not
princess.
an interesting idea. She already has it.
Oh, well, there you
Galarian's
go.
moon is populated, so
I want a princess.
However much sense that makes.
I'm a penny freak, Jess. I have no
all,
idea why.
Well,
all the planets
good
in
sir,
Galarian's solar system are populated.
Well, good sir, I am not in a position to sell you a princess, but the Circle C Alliance certainly respects your Okay, I have in the script written here your contribution. No, you people made this possible. Our entire world is possibly saved by your works. So,
Again, second time.
second?
We threw a gigantic dragon through a portal to the plane of water. He's trying to like conquer it or some crap. I don't even pay attention anymore. Can I have a title? I want to be called Duke.
Duke Varg.
I can start calling you Duke anytime, Duke.
What about Baron? Baron Duke? Grand Duke. What's bigger than Grand Duke?
Archduke.
That'll work.
I wonder if he can get any more drunk.
Well, it is not
Emperor?
within my power to grant you land in the Elven territories.
What the fuck can you grant me?
And
get
it
a
is
princess,
certainly
can't
not
get-
within my power to begin carving out lots in the Goblin lands or the human kingdoms. But we do have this to offer you. And he reaches under the table and takes out a set of envelopes and places
paper. How exciting.
places one
Maybe
of
it's
them
magical paper.
places one of them in front of each of you.
Ark takes his, gently
Mine
opens
says
it.
I had a brain all along.
Mine says I was courageous.
If only you turned into a lion.
This is a relatively new technology, but I believe it is the only way we can accomplish this without a 100-strong team of mules.
Well, mules would be tasty, but I guess this will have to do. I guess I open the paper as clumsily as I can and see what's inside if I can still read.
Inside each of your envelopes is a typo. 1 second.
Hello, typo.
Yes, it jumps out and hits your face.
Son of a bitch. If I step on it.
That's not fair. He didn't even get a save.
It's not
I
a
killed
save or
Jubilex,
die, it's
fuck
a
you.
look or die.
Anyways, inside each of your envelopes are 5 crisp pieces of paper that hum with magical energy, and on the back of each of them is written some very difficult to pronounce word, and on the front is written,
This note is legal tender.
Lol.
it may as well be.
All the presidents are on it.
And for some reason, they're all purple.
They're
No,
having a
that's just me.
party. Grover Cleveland is passed out on the couch. Woohoo, random Simpsons referencing.
George Washington has lost his teeth. Abe Lincoln has them.
Ah, the turtle has my teeth.
Nixon appears to be trying to steal the punch.
Actually, while he's typing this up, have you guys seen the McConnelling videos? Those are hilarious.
I'm not even sure what you're referring to, so probably not.
So that's 500,000 per. So it's 100,000 per check. We all have 5 checks, so it's 500,000 each.
I am sure you can find the goods and services that you desire most with this, as there was no other way we could provide you any. We could not find the political power to award land or the such.
How much does land cost?
I already have land, so I don't really.
How much you gonna buy the kingdom? Puppy King. See how long that lasts.
I do not believe Alastria is looking to sell. You could always talk to Gortask, but
And I should like to make it I should like to also make it quite clear that no matter what this contract from the Lords of the Circle C Alliance says, you are welcome in this university to anything we can do for you, for as long as you should live.
Good. I want to know what that piece of Jubilex does.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Ephraim looks.
That's not nice.
Ephraim looks quite exhaustedly at you. Are you willing to give us at least the day to get over our hangovers before you send us to our books?
Oh, go nuts. I'm going to do it myself.
Varg just
Of
smiles
course.
and says, spend a week. Just get relaxed. The world isn't ending because of this little thing. Just take a week off, you know?
You can do that. Show me to your books. I'll do it myself. I want to know right now.
Alright, you go have fun with your books, Wilf. I'm gonna go get more drunk, make a pass at a donkey, and then fall unconscious.
I can finally get everything I wanted with that kind of money. I can get the only other thing I needed, which was a charisma boost, and then spend the rest of it on stuff for Emma.
I'm gonna buy a retarded
With
amount of
this
gear
much
and a new
money,
set of fucking
you've
armor.
got
but
all
other
the
than that-
charisma you need. Okay, that doesn't
Become a quasi-deity.
I can get my charisma up to +9.
What if you can buy immortality?
Depends on who's selling it, I guess.
I'm sure there's a fully equipped Leitch equipment store somewhere around here.
Hold on, let me go find one.
One phylactery, please.
No, I promise I'm not using this for evil. I'm using it for personal gain.
I'm using it because I have nothing better to do.
And I wondered what it was like.
Actually, that's pretty illegal. So it'd be like, yeah, I want some of this gum and maybe this toy here, and also a phylactery.
I'm sorry, sir. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't hear that last word.
For phylactery.
Guards! Guards! What?
Punch, grab.
Yeah, I
run.
just want this strangely expensive item that has been magically altered to look like something else.
I don't know why. I just want it. I have a lot of money. You shut up.